Hello and welcome to our weekly Hebrew as we make our way through Lent. And of course, a lot has expedited about the coronavirus since a week ago. We had no service today, so if you're watching this video at some point in the future, this was the Ides of March, March 15th, that I made this video. And I hope things are not too bad a week from now. But the verses for today, Psalm 51, is well known. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Actually, I may have. Let's look at it. Can you do it? Try it on your own. Here's my attempt here. Lave, heart. That's not me. That's my cat. Sneezing in the background. Tahor, lave tahor, a heart that's clean. A clean heart, bara. This is the word used in Genesis, and God created the heavens and the earth. Create a clean heart in me. Now, John Walton would say that bara has more of a sense of creating order out of chaos, that it's not really about ex nihilo creation, but it's really about the ordering of that which is not in order. So that's interesting. If you take that lens, and I'm not saying it applies here necessarily, I've not done a thorough study of bara, but a clean heart create for me. Bara li, create for me a clean heart. So would the suggestion be, and I'm not saying this is right, but could the suggestion be that an unclean heart is a disordered heart? A heart that is unclean is not, it's not the way it should not, it's not the way it should be. It's not whole. It's discombobulated, as it were. Interesting. Elohim, God. A clean heart create for me, O God, and a ruach, nakon, and a spirit that is readied and established and prepared, that kind of a spirit. It's established, it's ready to go. And of course, that's what Walton says about Genesis. Genesis 1 is about the putting of things in order so that God can indeed rest from his ordering and then commence his normal activities of reigning. But anyway, so create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Okay, so that's the first line there. Second one, cast me not away from your presence, take not your Holy Spirit from me. We're doing 2 verses today, by the way. We have 3 more weeks in this part of Lent, and so I wanted to get more verses out of the way. So do not cause to send to me, do not cause to send me from your presence, and your Holy Spirit do not take from me. This is fun Hebrew. Okay, let's look at the translation in a little more detail. So create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Okay, in my innards, in my karav, in my belly, create a right spirit in my belly, in my insides. Okay. All right, next line. We'll do the grammar in a second. Do not cause to send me. Do not send me from before you, from before, lifnei, you, and your spirit. Is this the spirit of your holiness? I took it as your spirit, you're holy. That's interesting, though, the way this is. I'm going to check on something real quick. Yeah, let me revise my translation a little. And the spirit of your holiness do not take from me. So I'm going to take this as a construct here. And the spirit of your holiness, Kadash, your holiness. Let me correct the translation real quick. There, I like that better. And spirit of, because it's in construct, your holiness, Do not take from me. Okay, so fun. Let's look at the grammar a little bit now. All right, so heart clean. In general, in Hebrew, adjectives like clean come after the noun they're telling you about. Clean heart. Create. Well, of course, in the song and in the verse, it's an imperative, right? Create. And so there's nothing really done to the stem. So it's a G or call stem. It is imperative. I think the vocal schwa under the first consonant is a clue that it's an imperative. Second masculine singular, you create. Not, we say it's a second, even though it's a command, it's not insulting to God. It's a request. So G imperative, second masculine singular from bara, create for me, O God. That's kind of in Greek we'd say that's evocative, but it's God is being addressed. And a spirit, nakon. Okay, so that's interesting. So this word is kon, which means to establish. The N indicates it is the nephal stem or the N stem. And the N stem is a passive stem, so it's more like be established. However, it's a participle. And so it's, and a being established spirit, renew in my innards. So the parsing here is it's a nephal or an N stem. It's a participle. It's masculine singular absolute from kon. And so it's an established spirit, a readied spirit, a prepared spirit. That's what right means. A spirit that is, as it were, created. It's an orderly spirit. So this participle is being used like an adjective, a prepared spirit, a readied spirit, a right spirit. Now this, as you might guess, is also imperative. Renew, kadesh, kadush, no, kadesh. The doubled second consonant makes us wonder if this is what's called a pial stem, or a D for doubling stem. So this is in fact a pial or a D imperative, second masculine singular from kadash. Okay? In my insides. Create a prepared spirit in my insides, a established. Okay, so line number 1. Now, this is parallelism, right? It's called synonymous parallelism. Create in me a clean heart, O God, which is kind of like, and renew a right spirit within me. So, create in me clear, and yes. And then the second parallelism, cast me out away from your presence. Take not your Holy Spirit from me. Parallel, both the first part and the last part. The first part, the last part are both parallel, somewhat synonymously. Now, all is an indication of a command. So this is a nice little, but it's a negative command. So this is it's a fun marker for me as and here's all again. I can call you Betty when you call this all. Anyway, all indicates a negative command. And it's used with what's called adjussive, which is also another way of making a command. Adjussive in Hebrew basically looks just like the imperfect in many circumstances, but it's not. It's a command. It's a let us or let you. And so this is a do not send me. Do not send me. And here it is, do not take from me. Two negative commands, we might call that a prohibition, but the construction is all plus adjussive. Do not. This is a fun thing here. The Hirik Yod, so this is shalach, giving us a shalaching. It's sending us on a shalaching. So this is send. The Hirik Yod after the second key letter, so these are the 3 key letters, the core letters, Shin, Lamed, Kaf. The Hirik Yod here after the second consonant is a telltale sign of what's called the Hifil, or the H stem, the causative stem. So it's cause, do not cause to send me, which basically means don't send me. Don't cause me to be sent, something like that, from your presence. Which a king, a king doesn't actually send you. He causes you to be sent. He sits there. Anyway, I'm overdoing it. But so adjussive looks like an imperfect. So you have this second masculine singular tav on the front. Looks like an imperfect, but it's not. And the all is definitive that it's command. And by the way, well, okay. So this is a Hiphil Jussive, second masculine singular from Shalak, to send. Now the ni, the letters that say ni at the end of the word, this is the object, me. So it's do not cause me to send from your presence. So this word here breaks down. It has min. Min means from. Mim. So this is the letter mem, Hirik doubling. That's from on the front, and then the ka is your, possessive suffix your on the end, from your presence. Malifne, malifne, and spirit of your holiness. We already talked about that. This is construct. Do not take from me. Now, this is min again, mem, Hirik doubling, and then the e on the end, which is me, from me. Anyway, so this here, so this is a weird, so I know it's jussive. Now you might say, is that second letter doubled? Is this another PL, another D stem like up here? Kadesh? No, it's not. This is a weird word, okay? The word is lakak, and it means to take. And I know it makes no sense at all, but this word, in some circumstances, the lamed assimilates to the letter afterwards and causes it to double. So this doubled kof here, that is the lamed. It's really weird, because nun assimilates when no vowel separates, but it's not true that lamed does that. Lamed doesn't do that. This is a scary lamed that I want to hide. Anyway, so you just have to learn that. This is the quirk of languages. There are always little quirky things. And the quirky thing about lakak is that sometimes the lamed goes away. But this is a normal imperative, Grundstamm or Kalstem, second masculine singular from lakak, do not take from me the spirit of your holiness. Okay, well, that brings us to the pronunciation part. First, let me tell you the letters. Lamed, Sere, Beit, Tate, Kamatz, Hey, Holam Vav, that's a long O, it's a vowel combination. Resh, Beit, that's just a hardening dagish. It's not, it's a light dagish, a dagish lene. It's just making the B sound. There's no doubling here. Vocal schwa, Resh, Kamatz, quiescent aleph, meaning it isn't pronounced. Makef, it's just a dash. Lamed, Hirik Yod, which is a vowel combination. Aleph, Katef Sagol, very small Sagol. Lamed, Holam, Hey, Hirik Yod, which is a vowel combination. Final Mem, Elohim. Vav, vocal schwa. Resh, Sharuk, which is a vowel combination. Chet, by the way, the furtive patak comes pronounced before the chet. Nun, Kamatz, Kaf, Holam Vav, which is a vowel combination. Final Nun, Kate, Patak, double Dalet, Sere, Sheen. Beit with a hardening dagish, so it's B, vocal schwa, Kof, Hirik, Resh, silent schwa. This syllable is closed, which I know because it has a short vowel there. Hardening Beit, because it's the beginning, or hardening dagish, dagish lene, dagish katon, because it's the beginning of a syllable. It's not doubled there. Hirik Yod. And then the Saluk says, end of verse, and a sof pasuk. Okay, next line. Aleph, Patak, Lamed, Makef, Tate, that's just a hardening dagish lene. It's not doubling it, it's just the beginning of the word. Patak, Sheen, silent schwa, the syllable's closed. Lamed, Hirik Yod, Kaf, Sere, Nun, Hirik Yod, this is a vowel combination. Mem, Hirik, doubled Lamed. This has to be a vocal schwa if it's after a doubled letter. Pei, Kamatz, Nun. Sagol Yod, that's a vowel combination. Kaf with a Kamatz in it, final Kaf. Vav, vocal schwa. Resh, Sharuk. Furtive Patak, Kate. Kof, Kamatz. Dalet. So this is a silent schwa, I'm pretty sure, which means that this is a Kamatz, um, Kamatz Katuf. It is a short O. So it's Q-O Dalet, and that's a silent schwa. The syllable is closed. Okay. Um, Sheen. Now, when you have two shvas after each other, the first one has to be silent, and the second one has to be vocal. Sheen, vocal schwa, final kaf, kamatz. Aleph, patak, lamed, makef. This is just a hardening dagesh at the beginning of a word. Tav, hirik, doubled kaf, patak, final kate. Well, it looks the same. Kate looks the same. Kate, you look the same as yesterday. Mem, hirik, doubled mem, segol, another saluk. Doubled nun, hirik yod, vowel combination, sof pasuk. Okay, now for the hardest part of this for me, to get my tongue around the vowels. It's up and down and up and down and up and down. Okay, here we go. Lev tahor, bara li, Elohim, Veruach nakon, kadesh ba kirbi, al tashli keni, milafaneka, Veruach kad shaka, al tikak mimeni. Well, I'm not going to try it again. Sorry. I'm not going to give you an opportunity to laugh at me some more. Well, this has been Psalm 51, 10 and 11 on the Ides of March 2020, as the world is in the middle of a pandemic. China has reached its peak. Hopefully, Italy is at its peak. And may the Lord have mercy on the rest of us here in the world in 2020. We'll see you next week, Lord willing.